important topic is actually with respect to human environment interactions which are present in the tropical and subtropical region. In this chapter, they take example of Amazon river basin or Brazil, where they try to explain about the Amazon basin or equatorial forest which is actually present in that region. And they also talk about the life in that region. Later they talk about Ganga Brahmaputra valley and they actually talk about the life in this region as well. So, climate is the most important question from this chapter. They actually try to give you in prelims, consider the following climatic phenomena and tell it is associated with which of the following regions. So at that point of time you should be aware. But as I have already told you, I'll be taking examples which is there in this book itself. I'm not going to spread across for a simple reason that you people do not have any idea about the rainfall and other distribution factors which are very, very important for us to understand this basics. So to begin with, some important facts that are required is life in the Amazon basin is what they actually want you to focus. So when I'm talking about the life in the Amazon, you should be aware that it is actually in between 10 degree north and 10 degrees south of the equator. As I told you, 23.5 degree north to 23.5 degrees south, we call it as equatorial region or tropical region. Equatorial region actually falls in between 10 degree north to 10 degrees south. Amazon is actually present in this region. And the other name for the Amazon is actually selvas. Evergreen forest present in Amazon river basin is actually called as selvas. And they have given you a picture to understand the mouth of the river. Can you see? It starts and enters. This entire region is actually in between 10 degree north to 10 degrees south, and it is very, very important for us to understand that Amazon is present in Brazil, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, some portions of Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname and French Guiana, right? Usually they ask you Amazon is spread in which countries. Please remember, if you see Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina, Chile, Amazon is present or Amazon is not present in this region. The tributaries you can remember once but not so important. So just be careful. And the other important fact is the Tropic of Capricorn. Can you see here? Amazon is not present near Tropic of Capricorn, or Tropic of Capricorn doesn't pass through Amazon basin. This fact is important. And then, as I have already told you, it is near equator, so it will be very hot. And as near equator, more moisture is present because sun's rays is falling vertically. Oceans get warmed up, moisture rises, it gives rainfall. You also see wet climate throughout the year. Usually, convection or convective rainfall is present in this region. Second important factor is, at 12 o'clock or so, the moisture starts rising above, and by 4 o'clock every day you get rainfall. We call it 4 o'clock rainfall. So, both day and nights are almost equally hot and humid. The skin feels sticky. It's really like Chennai, where you usually observe the sea breeze bringing moisture and you feel that your hands and all are very sticky. Here, there is no ocean beside, but because of the wet climate, you usually find your skin to be sticky. The day temperatures are high with very high humidity. Humidity means moisture content present in the atmosphere. Now when I am talking about rainforests, here I have to look at some of the animals which are present. Toucans are very important organism which is actually present in the Amazon basin. Then the most important one is about the people of this rainforest region. What do they do or how do they live? They don't know the technological things, they don't know about fertilizers and all. What they usually do is, they actually take a piece of land. I'll show you this picture, right? So they have a piece of land. Now, they go to this particular area. In this, they would have done cultivation now. Next, what they do, they actually cut this portion, they burn it, and the ashes whichever come, they usually mix it in the soil. So this cultivation is called as slash and burn cultivation. So what did you understand? The simple thing what I am trying to say here is, here they cut, they burn, and the ashes are put, there they grow. After a particular point of time, again, the fertility of the soil will be lost. So they abandon that land and move to new areas. This is called as slash and burn cultivation because they are cutting and they are burning. And as they shift from one place to another place once the fertility is lost, it is also called as shifting cultivation. Both these names are very, very important, and there are different names given to this shifting cultivation in different parts of the world, which we will be seeing over a period of time. The next important thing that we need to see is actually with respect to life in the Ganga and Brahmaputra basin. As you are all aware, this Ganga and Brahmaputra brings in fertile soil, so usually the population will be present more in this region. But in rainforest, what will happen? In rainforest, as you have forests throughout, less number of people will be present. Can I say density of population is less in rainforest and it is more in this basin? Why? The river brings fertile soil, and as the fertility is more, agricultural production will be more, and more people are usually present in this region. Now, you have to remember the tributaries which we will be reading about this specifically with the help of Atlas, especially in the drainage chapter in future. Right? No need to worry about that now. The next important thing is about the vegetation cover of the areas. It varies according to the landforms. When we actually look at the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, plain tropical deciduous trees grow. Along with teak, sal and people, I have already told you in tropical deciduous forest what trees you usually see. Thick bamboo grows are common in the Brahmaputra plain. Delta, which is a region where river enters into the ocean, and it is actually covered with mangrove forests. You might have heard of Sundarbans, which is spread in West Bengal and Bangladesh. It is because of the deltas which are present. The most important one that you need to remember in this is, do you know, where they talk about the dolphin name called Susu, which is a blind dolphin. And the presence of this is an indication of the health of the river, that is more polluted, these dolphins will die. Gangetic dolphin, Brahmaputra dolphin, all this are actually very, very important for us. Then they are actually talking about the different cities which actually develop along with this, the different cities through which Yamuna, Ganga, Brahmaputra flow, and the benefits. And they also talk about the port facilities present in this region. So all this, as I told you, with the help of maps, I'll be helping you to remember. No need to worry much about this chapter.